What's up, guys? Kirsten and the crew here. So, currently we're in Broadhead, Wisconsin. Got a population of roughly 3,300 people. But there is a retro game store here, and unlike Janesville, which I can't seem to find one, this one's actually got a really good selection. So we're gonna go inside, film around a little bit, maybe if the person working wants to get interviewed, we'll interview them. But let's go.
What are we looking for today? Because I'm looking for a PS3 controller. Are there any particular retro games you're going to look for, or maybe some old consoles?
Honestly, I'm gonna have to walk in there and look around. There's not really anything particular I'm searching for, but if I could find a Halo Reach 360 or controller, then I'm definitely picking that up. Because Halo Reach is personally my favorite Halo game. I know at the time it came out, people shit all over it because it changed so much. I don't care. Halo Reach is the best. Don't give a shit what you think. But we're gonna have a look-see in there and see what we can find. How long have you had Foster's?
Almost 10 years.
10 years?
Yeah, I think July will be 10 years.
Nice. Is some of this from your collection too? Or?
Oh, not really. I just started doing this probably 12 years ago. I was like, building inventory and then finally just tried getting started. And we were across the street for 1 year, but that building burnt down last year or 2 years ago. And we've been here.
Oh, yeah, over there?
Yeah.
Where Bridges is, I believe.
No, it's that way, Kitty Corner. And then I've been here almost 9 years.
You got a lot of
Always mine. Alright, there you go.
the thing about video games is, especially older games, the
Oh,
price are still going to rise.
yeah. I'd rather get the older stuff than the newer stuff.
I'm not favorite on that. Especially all the new game releases. Do you game at all? Or?
Not really, honestly.
All the new games now just seem to be half baked.
Yeah.
So get this one over here. All right, what's up, guys? So we just left Foster's, and this is what we ended up getting. As you can see, this is a sealed, still in the Xbox 360 box faceplate cover. And the odds of you finding one of these are probably 1 in probably 1,000. So, and even crazier, that was only $20, But still, this is still sealed in the Microsoft box. And, I really wish Xbox would go back to customizable faceplates, because that was one way you could, jazz up your 360. Say you didn't like the original. You could get this bad boy, you just peel it off and slap it in there. So if you were watching this, Microsoft, bring back customizable faceplates.
Well, it'd be kind of hard to do that with the Series X.
Well, yeah, either that or, release some limited colored one. Because at Foster's, they did have the Halo Reach 360. However, he was asking way too much for it, and there was a lot of damage on it, and I really wasn't having it, so if you pan down to the games we got a Halo 2, and it has the booklet still intact, and the booklet is essentially in flawless condition. You know, you got your little splotches of damage there, but overall the interior of the book is in pristine condition. And the odds of you finding a booklet with this minimal damage for a game as old as Halo 2 is almost non-existent. You will never find something like that. And also, here's the back of it. Overall, the box itself is in good condition. Your your cover art is almost flawless. There's some little bit of your typical little pin needle marks from people grabbing the plastic off, and also the game itself is in really good shape for a game as old as Halo 2 is. So I was really surprised I was able to find this, and this is mainly going to be a collector's item just to sit on my shelf next to all the other Halo games, because the only ones I was missing was Halo 2 and Halo Reach. I used to have a Halo Reach copy back in the day. However, I played the game so much, the inner ring broke off and it became unreadable, so I threw it away like an idiot. I could have still kept it and just found a replacement disc, but moving on to Halo Reach, as you can see, this cover art is essentially perfect. There's nothing wrong with any of it. It looks good. And on the inside, believe it or not, this is unclaimed. No one's claimed this, and that really shocked me. I was like, there's no way. Whoever bought this back in the day must have been a game collector, or they just didn't feel like redeeming it. So, you know, back in the day when games came out with some bonus content, you'd get a little card like this. And the fact of the matter is it's not used blew me away. And also, the Halo Reach game booklet itself is also in flawless shape too. All the pages are intact. Nothing's ripped. There's no stains. And moving on to the disc, this disc is in flawless shape. There's not a single mar on the back of it, not a single scratch. But like I said, these are just going to be shelf games that sit next to them. I do like the look of all the Halo art, honestly. I think if one thing all the Halo games do really good is the cover art for the game, because tell me that's not cool as shit. Master Chief dual wielding 2 SMGs. Then you have the whole cutaway of Noble Team on the cover. And then obviously the backs all look phenomenal. Moving on to Halo 3 ODST, this is the one my son picked up. And do you want to talk about yours?
You can show the case, but
Yeah.
Halo 3 ODST is kind of seen as the forgotten Halo game. It was made by Bungie. It was kind of like a spin-off to Halo 3. I picked it up because me and Psycho Dad had been talking about 100%ing the game, going back to it, and revisiting it, because I only played it once, and it was many, many years ago, like when I was a little kid. So I couldn't tell you one thing about the game from the story. So that should be fun to go back and revisit my childhood. And of course, it is on our list of games to 100% for Race for the Record, so we're going to do that. And according to Dad here, it's supposed to be an easy completion. Right?
Halo 3 ODST is one of the only 360 Halo games you can still 100%. Because when this game came out, there wasn't multiplayer attached to it. So if you want to show this right here. So this is the Halo 3 complete multiplayer experience. So when Halo 3 ODST came out, Bungie released all of Halo 3's multiplayer with every DLC on this disc, and they sold it with Halo 3 ODST. Also, the backside of the disc, it's in flawless shape.
Probably because nobody played it.
Yeah, that too. And since 343 sunsetted the original Halo servers, still, by the way, fuck you, 343, for that. This disc is essentially worthless, and you can't do anything with it. But moving on to...
Yeah, keep the multiplayer in this one, because this one sinks down deeper. This one is easier to put on.
But here's the Halo 3 ODST disc. Again, flawless condition. Surprised to actually find games in, pretty decent shape. And of course, the booklet for this one is also intact. Very good shape.
Yeah, guys, we did get some good finds, but I gotta say a lot of the stuff in there was like overpriced. So that was kind of a bummer. He was asking like $120 for an Xbox 360 Elite, $140 for the Halo Reach one, which would be reasonable if it wasn't.
If it wasn't flawless shape, however, it was not.
Yeah, it was far from it.
And
Left 4 Dead 2 was like $40. Like I could get that on eBay for $10.
yeah,
And then for some reason, Dad decided to get this game.
So this is like an unheard of game. I was looking at Star Wars achievement games that were easy. This one came across my feed, and I've never heard of it personally.
I have. It was on the Wii. It was kind of stupid.
Oh. Well, I just picked it up. Yeah, definitely overpaid $12 for it. Didn't even get the case, but the game looks like it's in fine shape. I'm gonna definitely try it out and see what I think about it. Maybe it'll be a bust, maybe not. But overall, we would have got more there, but there was. I wouldn't want to say there wasn't enough, but there was a lot of duplicate games. For example, there was at least 10 copies of each Call of Duty game that came out on the 360.
Every sports game known to man.
Every sports game known to man was in there. There was way too many of those. If I was the owner of that store, I would probably take half of the sports games out back and just burn the shit because no one's buying NHL 16. And yeah, but we're probably going to go back there eventually sometime in the future, see if we can pick up some other things. He had a couple of collectible Xbox Ones. There was the Gears of War 4 Collector's Edition. I didn't ask him how much it was because I was afraid I was going to probably get pissed. But if you want to pan to the table, let this be a lesson, because when we're in the store, there wasn't a single PS5 game or an Xbox Series X game. And, you know, this push to all digital, having these physically is so cool. You know, you can always play it. You can just throw it in there and play it. Not with the case of the multiplayer of this one, but you still play the story. And just having games physically is cooler than just booting it up on your system, because that's just lame. And I used to do it. I used to be the biggest guy that would do all digital stuff, but then I slowly over time realized, you know, I kind of just miss picking up a game case, taking it out, and physically putting it in. That's a lot more enjoyable than just downloading it and launching it. But what do you have to say about that?
You know me. I mean, I have been harping on this for my entire life. I have never supported digital content. I have never paid for Xbox Game Pass, EA Play, none of that stuff. I occasionally will download a digital game if it's something like free or it's like an easy achievement game for $5 off the store. But I buy all my games physically, and I've got a stack on my desk to prove it of all the games I've bought over the years. And I also don't sell my games because I'm a collector, and you usually get ripped off anyway. So I've got a big collection from my entire gaming career to now. So yeah, and I'm all for this. If we have Xbox Game Pass take over, and it's the only way to buy games, you won't have stores like this anymore, and you won't be able to do videos like this anymore. So always buy your games physically. Overall, it was a good pickup, but I wish they would have had better prices and more inventory. Definitely not as exciting as the video game Heaven in Virginia. But it was a good day. It was a good pickup. So I think that's all we have. If you just want to let us know what you guys thought in the comments below, and we'll see you guys all in the next video.